And those comfort zones we've already talked about, Lauren.
Turn that slider up.
And again,
can barely
we've had a
see
couple
it.
of win conditions being
Am I
talked
going
about,
blind?
one being Derke and the other
You guys
being
see that?
Penny. And Penny has been impressing. Derke, we've seen him be answered in one of the games by Sentinels, I feel. That was the only time I've seen him really be quelled by anyone. I don't think we've seen that yet for Penny. Even in their losses, he was still finding space. His value in catching rotations, that punishment on split was, again, phenomenal. Whether it be that kind of pop-off play, the highlight play, or just that really integral kill, he will always seem to get you that. So again, that matchup between these two is going to be such a highlight in this game.
Oh, and actually, slight adjustment. In last appearance, Zellsis was on Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken. So potentially, this is V1 leaning even heavier, I guess, onto that post-plant kind of composition here. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not we see a huge kind of step change in what we see coming out of them, because I mean, you got to credit versus Crazy Raccoons, V1 really excelled on attack, and that actually it was more the fast-paced aggression, not so much, you know, kind of the reliance on that post-plant strength in terms of
And we're live. No Sage from
to the
V1.
real deal.
They don't need it.
This is tournament
They're
life
better.
on the line between EU and NA. Fnatic
no.
being your EU representatives
He almost
here
got caught.
on the attacking side, but look at V1 coming in on this, playing straight up through middle. 3 players pushing at Derke on the other side. Greets Vanity with a smile. Sends him to his
He didn't
grave, but a quick
expect you
trade
more.
out. Penny right back in. Gains mid control. This, if anything, should spur on that hit towards B, but you can see it. jammyz. Oh, he's ready.
Ready to send out the snakebite to try and deny this initial plant come through. I think Fnatic just going to wait on the cooldown, at least, of the Vital
Oh,
Util.
a different
go for
plant.
a default plant here, so...
Nice.
Because if they've got a, really good read on exactly what V1 going to try and do.
Oh,
Past the kind of
no.
meta
That's
play,
so
the
unlucky.
util play, you still have some real firepower left with Zellsis,
I like that
effys,
change
and
in the
Penny to try
plant,
and play
though,
this back in.
from Fnatic.
Touch on the spike, trying to draw some attention. Does get Magnum
so
to swing,
sick.
does claim Penny. And now effys and Zellsis kind of pinned in here. Magnum on that mid split. It was something that was highlighted before, is how good his lurks can be on this map specifically. Let's keep that in the back of your mind, and he's just going to take the attention. But it's buying time here. They've cleared out that
Also
flank,
Fnatic
but it's
pistol.
cost them a great deal of time.
They've still got a lot to do here. 3 players to find, and a couple of key members still alive. Boaster going to find first. effys will fall. Zellsis, no choice but to get some progress on that defuse. They come through, and a pistol round win for Fnatic. That's the best possible thing I think we could see coming into today. A few of them have eluded them along the way, but that right there, perfect example, right? A few key things. Fnatic, a slight adjustment, trying to get a post-plant set up away from default, something that they know V1 have got prepared utility for. So just straight away, round 1, a tick in the box for Fnatic.
Let's talk about that spike plant as well. A little off traditional spot because, hey, we saw it instantly. jammyz so ready for that, especially in this meta. I want to see more of that slight adaptation, little bits of change-ups for both sides, because they're going to have to know. These two teams are so hyper-aware of the meta, and this is something that I think Sean Gare said really well on Twitter, that this is going to be a real test for V1's depth. We're going to see them tested in ways that maybe other teams don't necessarily do the same sort of thing. But it is going to be a bit of a stack coming in this time around. V1 in the right place.
I don't know. I
for
disagree
this,
a little bit.
First pick
V1's
does
got
go
Omen.
down towards Derke, who wants a bit more. Gets
The hell
a
are they
dink for
doing?
it, though, down to 46. Good pick up there. Vanity and Zellsis. Yeah, the spike's
How are they-
planted, but the damage is being done.
How are they-
Boaster
what?
swings right back in, doubles on it. That's sick work from Boaster.
How did they get those 2 kills?
Threats being
3
made out
kills.
of so little, though. V1 making this
Come
costly,
on,
and it ain't over
Prius.
yet.
Wake up.
That's a Zellsis stuck backside.
Observers.
Still 22 HP. jammyz
Still
not able
asleep.
to really do anything there to dig him out. Magnum's still got 2 nanos, so an opportunity again with this kind of off default plant here all the way at backside. They're going to find the first. Anyway, Zellsis down to 22 HP. Not much longer for this world. And I think you make a really interesting point, but I want to come back to this. I think expectations-wise, Fnatic were kind of born in this meta, right? We talked about them being the pioneers. The playbook depth-wise, I've got to give the advantage to Fnatic, right? So for them to go away and kind of work on something to address this, and also, I mean, personally for me, I've always credited Fnatic for being very proactive on defense, right? So when we do come
That's
to
one way of getting 2
the
kills,
round
I guess.
switch,
He almost like got
we're
his
gonna
Bucky
we're gonna
money
be seeing
back,
the biggest
you know?
adjustment from Fnatic to address what V1 have brought to Masters.
That was some
Now,
value.
looking at the buy coming out for Fnatic here, this is actually a big investment.
They should double
as well,
peek
the
this.
3
They know
rifles coming
Derke does.
through,
Okay,
this
so
isn't your traditional,
they
like,
should
bonus
immediately
round, but
after
Derke,
this,
this is what
right
we're
now.
going to be looking at is
The
Derke's
second they realize
start in
Derke
these sort of
does
rounds.
this, he does it
Roll your
every
mind back
single
to that
time.
previous Sentinels
If
game.
they've been
He was
watching
shut
them play
down a
Icebox,
great deal.
he
However,
always
this
jump
time, a quick
dashes.
find on jammyz is a
Let him
big
take it.
pickup.
hit him with a double peek.
Yeah, Magnum
Left and right.
doing the
He
usual. This
loses.
is pretty much their default on attack. They send a lot of presence towards B and leave Magnum kind of lurking outside here with the turret to kind of lock down everything on that side of the map. Potentially, actually, effys now comes drifting under Boiler as they creep again towards B. Still 2 members for V1 posted on A site as well, so it's only really Zellsis to hold this down for the time being. So look for him to
Like right here, where
survive
where
out,
Derke is
maybe try
right
and
now.
get
That's
an
where they
entry
need to hit
here.
him with a double
Turret
peek
gets
from
smoked
for
off.
sure.
Yeah, very aware of this.
I don't know
so
if- I don't
far.
think they
Zellsis,
ever
though,
will,
still trying to
but
buy the time. He
does it every
as you
round.
said, he is on his own, but he does have that utility with him. A late lean comes out as well from Penny, who's playing kind of deep on this one. Derke waiting to see if Penny oversteps. I think Penny's going to play pretty patient in this one. I doubt he's going to overstep the mark until required. There's the first bit of utility shown, and the spike plant being toyed with.
Nice.
Derke,
Well
where
done.
did you get that from? Zellsis removed from the site. While that happened, Magnum still doing this working middle. He's expecting the play to potentially come through that A side, but
Vanity's
actually it's
aware of it.
Vanity. Yeah, he's so aware, but this still buys time. They can't really split through middle, and you're down to these 2 rifles that I'm sure V1 really would love to keep, but at this point, does Magnum push
Here.
on it? They both seem so aware. Vanity does get him, so that's Magnum gone, but this is going to be a fallback. At least they bought themselves some time. No, Derke quickly on the hunt, removes the rifle from Penny, and Vanity just going to
What
try
the?
and live
He
through
didn't get
this.
stuck on anything. He just got scammed
we'll
right
get the
there.
consolation, but I mean, a big win for Fnatic here, keeping 4 alive. Also, Boaster gonna obviously take the upgrade there. He did bring a Spectre into this one. Give me the 3rd closed out for Fnatic, and again, it's first blood goes their favor, and it's kind of that slow, methodical push where they're still very, very aware of the possibility of, you know, potentially a 3rd player through here. But Derke finding this one, I guess, just pure anticipation in terms of positioning there. It's a really nice hit once
Wow.
again.
He
from
barely
Fnatic.
caught him.
So well considered, and I mean, you know, eyes do go towards Magnum and Boaster in terms of flank control and finding value in their lurks already. We're seeing V1 kind of be aware of it, but not able to deal with it comfortably, at least on that buy round there.
No, and considering
Every
all
round,
the
Derke
shares
does
of the
this.
hero rifle left
Right
over for
there is where
Vanity,
they double peek
keep
him,
in mind,
dude.
this is a great map for
And they
version
win.
1. A couple of losses, but that to TSM in their strength.
They don't actually
and
win,
Sentinel.
but, you know.
So a pretty reasonable couple of losses. jammyz though, oh, he's going to be pushed out of position. Nicely done. Good consideration. Very good use
Vanity's
of
saving
utility
this
to
round.
ensure safety.
Or he's
You
gonna
don't wanna
try.
let, you know, some of those positions that jammyz is trying to get away with go unchecked. So good work for Fnatic so far. All players on rotation though. Vanity is still your danger man in this round.
In here, just gonna take a breather. Again, Fnatic anticipating maybe V1 try to re-aggress back onto these kills going against them. Actually, the recon bolt going to be destroyed, and I'm not sure how many actually got pinged off that, but it looks like it's going to be the green light, at least for Fnatic, to progress towards site. Penny gets spotted out, has to drop down. effys and Penny both here now. Derke trying to line up the same shots once again, but no value this time around. A clean, comfortable plant. It'll be difficult here for V1 to crack back in. It's Vanity
Never
that's gonna find
mind.
the entry.
Vanity's actually going for this?
Yeah, this
All
has
right.
to be a clean pick.
There's no
too,
shot
just
they win
wanna
this.
keep
There's
that
literally
HP as
no
high as they
way.
can. If they
This
could
is an
nab a
impossible
rifle
round to
away,
win.
That would be sublime, but it's very unlikely considering the positioning. Vanity desperate to find that first way in. A couple of tags. Yeah, they're finding a bit of damage here. Doma a little lower, Derke, but they still stand. And no one's giving them anything. Fnatic are sitting on this one. A couple of... Look at that swing on it. That is so good.
Why?
Magnum takes the focus. Derke on the swing.
keep
They are
them in
going
there,
through
man.
all of this. Crossing the T.
That's the kind of round that
dotting
you
the
know
I's.
you've lost.
Fnatic mean
You get
business
somebody on
today.
your
They're leaving
on their
nothing to
flank. You
chance.
get
This is a
somebody
different look to them.
kind of
Keep in
poking
mind, yeah, there was not
from
too much
Snowman,
danger
from
there.
B
It was
site,
Sheriff's, but that hero rifle,
try your
but they're keeping
absolute
clean
best.
rounds. They're being so meticulous in post
Your
plants.
absolute
They're using
best
good
to hold them in
utility
there
early.
for as
Michael,
long as
this
you
looks
can.
like a solid
And then
Fnatic.
that's it. Hope
Yeah,
they
it
die
is,
to
and
the
it's just that slight
spike or
adjustment here where they
something.
find, again, save round for V1, and I guess
There's no way they win that round.
in terms of early round aggression, but it gets absolutely punished. And you're right, it's meticulous. It's the diligence they're able to show in the early round in terms of utility, positioning, clearing out all these kind of rat
God.
spots. I gotta say, anticipating Vanity of all people, as you see him right here inside the smoke. But again, the utility gonna deal some damage, keep him honest.
Yeah, he's going to be forced back now. He can try and buy some time to allow himself at least safety to fall back away from this. And maybe a good read from Fnatic here, knowing that there is going to be that op-out for Penny now. You can see the economy. You're going to know that that's something they can go towards. However, we know as well that My word, Derke just digs Vanity out of the position straight away. Up on the ults as well. Speaking of the Killjoy out that came in, that's going to give Derke a bit of room, but Penny says no. Mid-air takes him down.
A little ballsy.
Drags him to his grave, and now the 4v4 post-plant. And we still have Viper up. Keep eyes on Mistic. Full utility that he needs on this one. Left in check. So this is a tough retake for V1. They're going to know they're up against it here.
Doma going to find Zellsis on the way in. jammyz actually going to trade that one back out now. So going in favor of V1 at site at least. But here comes the utility now. The contingency plan. Magnum just got to hold down the fort for the time being. First snakebite goes through.
Well, they lost.
Defuse coming through. Yeah, two players very low HP. jammyz actually going to deal with it there. They do actually have time for the defuse, so a little bit
what
of a
are you
slip
doing?
there.
Mistic
falling just too early, and Mistic not able to fully reset.
Bro, what is
that. He's got to deal with the threat coming through, but
did he not have one
really
more snake
stuff.
bite? I swear he did.
Get in early enough, everything goes their way on site. They find the first 2 kills. Nice little snap from Penny there.
Damn.
And again, this is the sort of thing we look for in the post-plan, right? They'll send Derke forwards. Derke can play very aggressive here because even if he goes 1-for-1, in those scenarios, it all plays to Fnatic's strength because it runs the clock down.
He should have won the round.
I have to highlight jammyz as well. What an MVP.
He literally could have won the round. He
there.
could have won
I thought it was gonna be
AFK
the other
and
Viper
won that
coming
round.
up good, but no, jammyz just absolutely
Oh.
man-moding it forward, just taking the fight and winning it in such succinct time. It was so valuable to get that kill quickly. However, back in we go. Penny this time going to get a fight towards Long. Last time they did lean away. Derke, position noted, so Penny now fully aware, but he does have another player with him. He's got that Killjoy by his side, so Magnum might
This is good. This is good. Penny is so convinced that someone's there, but they have no idea that somebody's behind this box.
There and left Magnum posted.
If he has good timing or they decide to get a little
Penny
close,
looks to get a little aggressive
this is
with
a
the
freebie.
operator here. Could be punished. Again, gonna lean away for the time being. Oh, Magnum.
Hello?
Was that? Did he
I
do that?
don't know if that was
I'm worried it's a
intentional or
mouse
not.
wheel jump or if he's... It's an audio cue nonetheless, so Penny ain't moving too far. They have lost a bit of mid-control, so you can
Penny's
see that
like, what
pressure
the heck?
mounting. Already you've got that jet working through.
Ghost.
That's going to be Derke. Good pickup from Zellsis, though, to find Boaster. Alleviates a little bit of that pressure. Allows Penny to refocus towards the push.
No!
Check for
Oh, no.
uncharacteristic miss.
They don't even turn around!
Looking his way. You cannot leave that man unchecked.
That's just land right
Doma
there.
does
That's
put him
all that
down,
is.
But by now, V1 are in the right... What? How has he gone away with it? Derke on the
All
front.
that was
Good
right there is
shutdown
just
in the
land.
end from
That's
Vanity.
it. Like, that's
that
just
could have
like...
gone so much scarier, but great play from V1.
That's just like
And I
having
don't
being
know how
like
Penny got away with
hyper-focused
that, even though eventually he got
just-
found.
I know, it's so easy to disregard something being that focused on land.
Read that situation perfectly. Derke with the bait of the
Audio's
sound cue
always
dropping back
terrible
off,
on
and
land, you know,
Magnum's
stuff like
position
that.
Initially completely unnoted, and I'm with you. I'm not sure.
I don't
if
even
that
know how
was
they won
fully
that round.
intentional because
That was-
everything lined up there. You could see Penny poised to kind of find somebody drifting back out onto B lane. But as soon as he hears that second audio cue, he backs up. He's like, "No, guys, I think something's up here. You know, there's an extra body waiting."
Let's go, Penny. Feeling aggressive.
Nice.
And quick as
Did Penny?
lightning.
Oh.
Penny hits and runs. Derke's gone. Another tick in the box for Penny in that matchup
Just
against
go again,
Derke.
Penny.
And now
Oh.
Fnatic can be working with one less, but the res
Uh-oh.
invested. But Penny posts up in a new position. I thought he had that every
He
day, but
lagged
no.
him.
Has to fall away now, find a new spot, but so proactive in these angles.
Yeah, Mistic actually, I guess, got legged there. He's down to 30 HP. We'll get the heal off Doma. We'll be able to reset here. Vanity posted up close.
Vanity.
You've got to be careful. Magnum actually going to swing on it. He will find the entry here. I don't know how
What is
Vanity
Vanity
didn't catch
doing,
that cross.
bro?
Maybe just a little unfortunate with the timing there, but Penny will post up and he's holding this angle now, but a lot of utility
Look
block
at
off
that.
these sight lines. He gets tagged
Penny
as
has
well.
to fall.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
is
Hunter's
such a
Fury
nice
away.
piece.
He has to come away. I don't think he can recontest this.
Well, he has to fall away from at least denying the spike plant, right? He can't really hinder the site, but that's good. effys! Huge work from him! Now the Killjoy comes in. Quick work from Doma, though, to shut down Penny, and now you've still got 3 players standing for V1. Boaster desperate for a connection. He can't quite do what he wanted, but Doma's still alive. 30 seconds here. Zellsis reaggressing, though. Doma's denied it, and now it's down to just jammyz! But last time he clutched this out, and he might have to do it again. Derke up against him, spike in hand, 20 seconds now.
Oh!
jammyz feels it. He feels that pressure starting to mount, and Derke just waits. Glimpse now noted, 13 seconds. Pulls him
my
off it,
God.
Derke! Kept his cool, but look at this round.
There's just more
Hypoc.
confidence coming out of
Yes, the
Derke.
end was exciting
That's it.
individually, but the amount
That's all
of
that was.
utility they poured in just to push Penny off that angle.
I love it. The double smoke onto side, the slow setup for the rafters, it's just perfect. And And Doma's the one to
Did Vanity just? I don't know.
Penny,
I don't know what
again,
he's
that
doing.
was so back and forth, and actually, even after the initial utility comes,
he's playing like like he's a jet.
They stand,
but he's an omen
and fight.
It's kind of weird.
Comes down to the 1v1 in the end, but you see it now. The purchase coming back in. Operator once again, and the judge on the side of Vanity. Jammyz only with the sheriff.
Penny. Well, they seem at least cognizant of the fact that someone could have been there. The jump peak definitely going to highlight it, and the utility to allow the cross back through. But they've now noted that the off is still in play for Penny. So good information, fine. But a 3-play stack towards B now.
Also, I'm going to come through, clear some of these close angles for them. Tag through again. The Viper Wall's crossing. They're actually dropping
another
really
opening pick.
Their Boaster going to get punished for that. Derke will trade back onto Zellsis, but not much else he can do about the plant coming through. Jammyz will actually throw out the snake bite, but it's a little bit late, so they do actually get the plant off comfortably, and they can reset. You can see already Magnum and Mistic reset towards B lane. Expect Magnum.
Oh my God, he was so aware of it. He was so aware of it.
There was about to be 2 players potentially swinging to yellow. That could have been
That's
such
awesome
a problem,
to see.
but no. Gets away with his life. Still happy to take the attention on this. And now here comes that Sight Swarm. Keep your eyes on the spike. Derke going to get the first fight on this one. However, there's the utility invested from the Viper, but Bear comes back in on the trade. Doma outdone by Vanity. Leaping across, a Mistic has to play this out so well. Vanity is an animal right now.
Wow.
And Penny shuts down Magnum. Spike should be defused. A little close, but it's fine. But Vanity, what a play.
Yeah, really interesting. I mean, I noticed as soon as they're able to reset, Magnum does actually walk all the way back into mid to come through connector. I'm not sure of his utility situation there, but he only has
They just won because of a judge, by the way. That wasn't a rifle. That was a judge that won them that round. Like, what?
What can you do about this? When he's just running at you.
Oh, yeah, fair.
With a judge.
Balanced.
Yeah. Let's go, baby. I mean, those are the sorts of rounds that you just can't expect it, right? It's so unorthodox to have somebody just running at you like that. But again, you know, Fnatic had the opportunity to reset. Magnum, unfortunately, gets shut down that flank, and now we see Fnatic actually back down on a lesser purchase here. Ooh, went to spot the head, but can't find that kill.
Just a little haircut, just a little off the top. Stays alive though, Derke. See if they can allow him to get some success off this. Everyone else looking across it. Yeah, there's some armor investment, but beyond that, it is mostly Sheriffs and Spectre. That's about your lot. So maybe see if they can catch V1 getting over aggressive. No. And actually, wait, Magnum's found room on Vanity. That's very surprising. He's just crept on site. Now Penny's a little baffled.
Oh,
what?
That was not a double.
Penny?
That was not a double.
Penny is in the building, boys and girls. Magnum, though, tries it.
What is happening right now?
And now Boaster
Bro,
in a 1v1 against Penny, who's on
for both of these guys
right now. What does Boaster do? Spikes down in mid.
Look where
and
Penny's
already
gone.
Penny's on the push. Penny is going to just throw the timing off so much. That's the spike left down, but Penny, this timing, Boaster's short.
What a play by Penny.
Think of
what a
it.
play,
no
dude.
way in hell did he expect Penny to be that quick on it, but Penny just saved V1 that round.
That is massive from Penny. Like you said, just completely flipped the script on expectations there of how Boaster was going to play that.
Script the flip.
Again, with Spike down as well, comfortable. That's
look at this double.
All-out confidence play.
What?
He found 2 with that.
Wow. Was he already tagged and it hit him in the arm?
What the
What?
Hair? Give me that, like, in slow-mo. Someone screenshot
That was
it.
slow-mo, pansy.
Find me away. Did it
Come
hit
on.
the arm when the wall was coming up from the
That was
stage?
weird.
And that was an...
I want answers.
Give me the VOD.
I want answers.
That was just weird.
Vanity
That was weird.
might have a couple of questions for Fnatic. Not sure about answers for now. He does.
I agree, though.
feel enough pressure
Give
to
it
back away
a little
from this,
slower.
though.
Slow-mo it.
Five-man play towards
Like double.
it.
What do you call a slower slow-mo?
Again, the double slow wants to get onto rafters and backside as well to maybe try and isolate one of these kills. The Alto actually comes through. Vanity's position will be spotted.
More? No.
I don't know where it's sent now, just to slow things down. We'll try and tuck himself in, but he's in big trouble there if Derke decides to swing on it. The recoil ball actually going to get a big tag there. Penny will follow up on it.
You can't leave him alone for a second, and Vanity's gonna thread the needle. Such perfect timing. Gonna get one, even a second.
Huge.
Vanity finding value everywhere he goes. And Derke and Mistic, they have got the spike at least, and they've got a fair crack of time, but they've lost so much step across this
Listen,
map.
chat, you call it console, okay? You all failed.
Relatively unguarded.
Yeah, jammyz actually drifting away as that hit was coming through. So completely wide open here, and I'll be honest, Mistic still with 2 snake bites. It's a 2v3. They can get the plant down. Derke tries to play this a little more aggressively, potentially.
Effys?
This is still doable for Fnatic. Lots of time here, but
that pick.
Yeah, he tried to tap to try and find a peak. You're absolutely right, Lauren. Not going to pay off for him, and now actually we've already closed the distance here. Hunter's Fury going to buy
good read on where
well.
they plant, honestly.
Oh, it's tough, yeah.
Very well done.
Right there. Again, Fnatic just expecting that, I guess V1 didn't read into that A hit as much as they did. Because they were there very, very late, honestly.
I don't
Fnatic
really
misread. Fnatic thought there was one there.
Expecting someone to be lingering around, trying to pull that player off the
Fnatic
side.
thought somebody was close, so they didn't plant right away.
I gotta say it, like, Smoke Criminal is just like the most fitting name for him. How many times have we seen?
I can't believe V1's coming back.
You know, for Fnatic,
I think there's a little bit of luck
like you said,
on V1's side to come back in these rounds,
and being wary of all these spots, but still he gets away with it.
A comeback's a comeback, you know?
I'm not even sure actually if Boaster's Aldro noted him at backside, and he just makes the the ballsy play, right? Is to creep forward, throw himself a dark cover down, sit inside it, and wait for the hit to come through. Again, at that point, you know, in the positions noted, they think, actually, yeah, we spotted out the one guy we're expecting to rat. Yeah, maybe he will back away now. But no, he's
luck's
like,
part of the game,
actually,
though.
You've seen where I am. I'm going to go even rat.
First-person shooters are
smoke.
Look, the
part of the reason they're so exciting is because there is a lot of luck in them, right?
Hitting up NA, just it's just in the blood by now. North America just knows how to do it. They get that timing so nice on it as well. So at this point, good timing, I feel, for the tactical timeout to be called for Fnatic. They did that nice run earlier on, but once we've got into the meat of things, the gun rounds, and Penny's got that op out, it has been a pretty clean run from V1.
Yeah, I mean,
headsets off.
The thing that's impressed me most
Notes
about
are being
is
taken.
their ability to find this value in the mid round, right? And in terms of audibles and the calling, and they respond so well to these kind of slow information gathering plays on the back of mostly Penny and Zellsis, I'll say it. But again, here it's jammyz also in terms of the rotation timings, and I guess in that previous round you could say maybe they could play, you know, a 2-1 split and leave jammyz on B side, but actually, I mean, Fnatic kind of reading into it, it plays perfectly for them to just stack up. So, actually, yeah, it's great to see, you know, Vanity do his thing, Penny do his thing, but it's the structure behind this.
I love the switch up off the pause. I always love it. After a timeout, to try and go a little aggressive, throw any plan that Fnatic might have basically in the bin. I think that's quite the nice idea. It has cost effys' life, though. Somehow Derke's managed to grab that Vanity. Down a little lower on HP, but nothing too much to worry about just yet. Trying to find the timing on it. Just looked away. Derke outdoes him, but there's still presence on the site. You can see Penny lingering around. Spike plant will be coming in. I don't think that's going to be able to be stopped at this point. No, it's down.
Reset now. You already see Mistic in position. Doma will find jammyz actually responds onto Doma, though. But again, clock ticking away. Only 2 members left for V1. They've got to break this post-plant setup, and not sure if that was jammyz or Mistic, but the initial molly's slightly off there. Penny will check it, but Derke still comes out on top. jammyz the last man standing. We'll try and save this out.
That's a bummer, man. If they didn't lose so many people,
potentially to cut him off, so I think he's going to have heard. He's heard jammyz backing away.
They didn't lose so many people. They might have been able to play a retake, kind of, right?
jammyz, aka James.
Well,
right now,
I don't know.
Just trying to get that.
Playing retake is so hard on this map. I feel like
away from Boaster, at least for now.
With like all the post-plant setups that people have.
Just doesn't want any of this. Oh no, 4 HP.
4 HP.
Just don't breathe. Don't breathe. You're fine.
Did I?
I don't know if he lived. I don't know if he lived. We'll find out. Magic surprise coming in. Yeah, Derke though, finding the timing on Vanity there. It was a second's difference, man. Like, it's just how the game goes.
The other thing as well, Vanity just slips off that edge there, so I guess he can't fully get a grip on that recoil either. I mean, he looked ready for it. I mean, for the initial peak, like you said, yes, I love the pace change, but as soon as V1 show a little bit of aggression, Derke still hops up on pipes. Like, even when they get the double peak at the start, he's still just like, yeah, I'm still going to peek this.
This is interesting. You got a 3-play stack on B long, ult invested towards A, and this wasn't a default coming out from Fnatic, so they don't have that much information, but a good counter from the kill.
Well, that didn't work out in his favor.
Again, seeing this more often now. As soon as you know that the ultimate comes up, the Viper's rotated to a different site altogether, and you know that the lean's potentially going to be elsewhere. So great read from Fnatic. Yeah, Hunter's Fury comes out.
That was just a shutdown completely.
Actually,
that ult literally didn't matter.
Zones off a couple of angles here, and look at that. Derke goes up top there with the Blade Storm, but the spike actually, it denied the plant.
Yeah, it did. And that's massive work. A little bit of time garnered here. Now Derke's going to be under pressure, and he knows it. He's got so many players around him. He's trying to dip out of there, try and get to a little bit of safety. jammyz, big pressure. No, not to a pistol. jammyz finds him with one. And the UI feeling about as rough as EU did after the first couple of games, but jammyz going to continue this one forward. We still have the positioning coming out, though, from Mistic on the back lines.
I don't know what's happening because the UI's all fucked up.
He has to play this to the seconds of perfection. Boaster on the big boy flank, though. Has he made noise, though? I feel as though he's been heard. He's been noted. He's still going to find Zellsis, but time. They should have enough of this.
What a half.
Yeah, definitely going to be able to get it there. I love the play with Vanity, just to TP all the way back. Try and contest Mistic there. Apologies for the UI, but we'll get that fixed hopefully before the next round starts. A little bit chaotic throughout. I was taking a look to see what utility they had left. And the first awkward 1v1 we'll see with jammyz.
You look like you haven't slept since this tourney started. Bro, it starts at 8 a.m. every damn day.
This is just a slight adjustment.
Of course I haven't slept.
Fnatic, but Magnum playing a little more aggro than I'm expecting in these post plants. Maybe just to try and, I guess, read into the way that V1 are going to try and contest the utility lineups, but a little bit strange to see. Again, he's usually doing what we've seen Boaster do on Icebox at least, which is these very, very late lurks through mid, on both sides, actually, A and B. We've only really see him do it on B. He's kind of been first point of contact in terms of the post-plant hold.
It does seem as though we have a little bit of a tech pause here. But we can kind of talk through what we've seen so far. And I mean, there's been plenty to talk about. It's been a good start for Fnatic. They got the pistol under their belt and they ran with it and they looked pretty solid, crossing the T's, dotting the I's. Now, the answer back on the rifles, though, came in perfectly. And again, in these post plants, I do want to highlight, jammyz to me has been so good at digging out Mistic from these positions, constantly pressuring those post plants. And if you've known these two teams coming into this, let's say you watch both regions, you enjoy the meta that's currently in, you know that they're going to be so hyper aware of how to pressure it, how to make that other player uncomfortable, to play the opposing number, right? Your other Viper, they've got to know what's up. Oh no, I don't like a chair. I don't like a chair lean. I don't like it.
Don't like it when they go horizontal. It's not good.
No, we don't like a tilt. But what stood out to you the most in this so far, in this matchup at least?
I honestly, I think, like I said, just that slight adjustment where even in the post plant, seeing Fnatic play things a little, again, you could say expectations wise, Derke's fine doing what he does. And usually it's Doma not too far away. He's usually kind of the second point of contact. But I guess with Derke getting dealt with quite a few times, it's looked a little rough for Fnatic. It doesn't look as if they've really been able to comfortably lean on all that utility, which would have been the expectation, right? And actually, conversely, I mean, if you're going to see them kind of adjust and anticipate that switch up from V1 to really challenge that post-plant hold, I want to see kind of Fnatic double down on it. I don't want to see Derke be kind of solo on the front line.
Omen's the counter pick to post-plant meta.
Boaster giving us the
how?
Eyes. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to note.
I'd
as well.
love to hear your thoughts. How is
change
that
ups
work?
here with Magnum tending to stay on site, especially when they hit A, and Boaster being in that lurk role. Whether or not, you know, relying on Sova also in the post plant, having a lineup from somewhere for those shock darts or something, because I don't feel good right now about that whole V1 are able to retake pretty comfortably sometimes because they're finding entries so early on. Like I said, the big condition of this meta and this composition is running the clock down, coming in, finding a clean plant, but also in the rounds where Fnatic are finding a first blood or
smoke the lineup,
finding an entry.
Listen, smoking the lineup, that actually is like 5-head, right?
The pace in the retake, which is just odd.
No, like there's a million different ways to do one thing.
So from Fnatic prior to this,
that down is so challenging. How are you supposed to smoke the lineup when there's like
we'll have to wait and see how it looks
100 of them?
But overall performance so far, I think a lot of the win conditions for V1 have come online early. I mean, Penny is having a series as soon as he gets that up.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
Whew, the impact he can have. Like, the one thing I think all of us can agree, even, you know, prior to Masters, was that North America, they've got some incredible operator players out there. You know, be it your, like, you know, your Wardell, whoever it may be, right? You can go through most of the teams almost and pick out like a standout, right? There's so many of them. But it's great to see Penny finding that form here at LAN as well.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's no real shocker to say that Penny for me is been the most exciting player to watch on version 1. And again, I think that comes down to they made this comparison on the desk in terms of, you know, what Fnatic do and kind of the structure and the support system around Derke. It's all well and good, but the amount of times we've seen Penny just all out solo come up huge in a situation on Jet with an operator, with a rifle, whatever it is, positionally. I think actually Potter made a really good kind of analogy about risk assessment, right? Positionally, that's where Penny excels as a Jet.
Yeah, 100%. Now, 6-6. Close game. I think we were all kind of getting what we want out of this. If anything, this is just proving that these two are very well matched. Derke going to get the first bit of contact. Really
almost caught him.
Spam away through the wall, but no connection.
They're not actually committing to anything. They're just kind of hoping to get a pick.
jammyz, meanwhile, though, has walked all the way up. Magnum might just catch him creeping. He does indeed.
Nice shot.
Still nearly caught him off guard, but Magnum comes out on top. Now, information given across to Fnatic. Again, contact shown on both sides, but no follow-up on jammyz. It's only going to be Magnum and Mistic now with Boaster drifting back onto
They're doing too much, man.
Noted.
V1's trying to
follow up on the drone here, and actually going to see effys remain here on A to try and sell this fake, but as I say that, two members of V1 actually onto yellow now.
Unless Penny can save them?
Yeah, running all the way around the map here. It's going to be... Look at this. It's drawn them way off A site already. It's only Doma.
Well, they know now. If they don't go in now, it's over. Because like now it's just 300% obvious, right?
It's got to be the double. Doma, though,
that is unlucky.
Vanity just crossing that corner at the
that is so unlucky.
Brilliantly done. Well
how he just got caught right there.
Mid-flank coming out from Boaster. Derke, the timing again. Magnum, though. Nice spacing on that to make sure Vanity couldn't punish Derke there. Nice work off the back, but leaves it open to Penny.
I'm actually surprised they recovered that so well. At first, they were doing too much, being like
pressure from the side itself and still doing work.
Being on like two sides of the map at the same time.
A 1v2 presented, and you've got Zellsis and Penny in good positioning. Just having to make the time sit on their side, and they do just that.
It worked out.
Start in the second half.
I'm trying to remember how it worked out. What was the?
Just coming through,
I think the Penny pick
on B.
I think the Penny pick is what solidified it. Penny getting that kill, Snowman,
on it. And even just a slight
convinced
adjustment
them
there, planting in a weird
that they were
spot,
coming.
so potentially, actually, you know, if all goes wrong, they've got two players on B. The plant is for screens, right? It's for mid, potentially, to kind of run down the time that it takes to rotate. Really, really nice round from V1. And again, actually, I was after jammyz walking all the way through, and I initially said no follow-up, but, you know, 15, 20 seconds later, there's a second lurk coming through from two players, Penny and Zellsis.
Nice start for Vanity. Let's see if they can do the same as Fnatic did, keeping these first
saw
couple
his
rounds
shoulder.
Nice and clean.
He like jiggle peeked and saw his like shoulder for a second. That sucks.
jammyz. Just want to get caught out by that killjoy on the other side. Magnum would love a bit of timing on this, but I doubt jammyz is going to give it to him. And yeah, leaning right towards A, where it will be Boaster waiting to see if he can maybe do some damage, but V1 look pretty well prepared for this.
Yeah, Magnum actually going to be trailing. Oh, Boaster swings out, finds a headshot, but no kill there. 20 HP on Vanity. Magnum finally catches up to jammyz. We'll find this kill, but position noted. Difficult here. Look for him to try and do a little more damage here, but Penny already wise to it. We'll find the headshot there. V1 close out the second. Go up 8-6.
Not a bad round.
Now, important thing, and I mentioned this the first time we saw V1 play at Masters, and look towards jammyz to be just that hard lurker here, especially playing the Viper role. And just look for him to just show a little bit of presence early round, every single time. Now, if Fnatic can kind of read into that, potentially isolate that one kill, it removes a large kind of you know, factor for the post-plant hold, right? We keep talking about this utility. What I don't want to see is Magnum hunting solo. One of the biggest things that I always talk about with Fnatic is being proactive and being able to isolate players in these kind of defensive executes. That's what I'm looking for here on jammyz.
Now, it is the bonus round for V1, but it does pack a punch in the form of Penny with that rifle. A couple of Bulldogs out as well, and effys still with that Spectre. Just jammyz down on the Sheriff, but...
Oh, they're going to know that there's
around it.
at least two, because the Bulldog with the Vandal.
V1 testing a little towards middle, walking 2, but not really committing off the back.
Dude, that's so weird.
Finally,
they took out the turret and they placed their own turret.
A B lane here. Oh, actually, that's unfortunate. Their vanity actually gets tagged, so Fnatic's still aware that they're trying to pull contact on both extremities here, try and force that rotation out. Look at this now, Derke and Doma are actually clearing all the way through B lane, so this is very early information, way before the spike's going to be planted on A, Lauren.
Keep your eye on Zellsis in middle as well by the time this flank comes in too, but that's for maybe a second after the site hit comes out. Mistic does catch off Penny, no trade going to come from that. Vanity needs to back for a second, and here comes that mid lurk. Zellsis very prepared for it, finds Derke. Does he expect Doma? They are normally the duo, but
now that
Zellsis
Sage might get flanked.
That makes Doma feel, you know, as said, chocolate teapot style, not so useful.
He was playing like
good work from Vanity on the way back in.
12 he was playing like he wasn't aware of it.
Zellsis just trying to live here, surrounded. Magnum's down. Boaster tries to hit that flank.
They were gonna make it anyway.
Like a knife in the back. He finds effys and jammyz. Vanity catches him though, and now Mistic just has to live. No one catching him before the time runs out.
They almost had the right idea. Almost.
Well handled by Fnatic there. Again, expect as soon as Derke and Doma find all that space on B and start creeping towards mid, expect them to actually lean away from A a little bit, at least try and not hold on site itself. This is just too risky, right? I mean, at that point, you just want to keep the numbers advantage. You want to at least keep it to a 5v5 in the retake, especially when you have this much pressure towards the back lines and jammyz playing over towards belt on A. It's a really, really well considered hold there from Fnatic across the entire map.
We know this by now. Derke will play this spot, and he plays it pretty well. Can often get 2 kills from this quite comfortably, but for now we see that lean towards A coming out from V1. Penny gonna lead the charge here. Utility gonna at least clear some of these corners on the way in. Vanity by his side and Mistic on the other. Wants to try and deny the spike plant, but he's actually completely unsaved.
God, he's just
Vanity's
so close.
Fine.
He's so close to him, dude.
Mistic catches Vanity on the back pedal, but it's still Zellsis standing tall. Quick little bit of util on the side, but Mistic! So much work, but now we get into the post-plant realms. We know it. jammyz is here, effys by his side. These two are so well prepared for this. Unless there is something mad coming out, how are you going to get on that spike?
Yeah, effys also has the shock dust as well, though. We know how bad this can be, but Utility invested pretty early here with Mistic finding these kills. That's everything gone, I'm pretty sure. So Mistic can just stick this.
They got the timing just right. I don't think you can stop the defuse. No, he can't. He can get maybe the kill afterwards. It doesn't matter.
Why'd they use everything so early?
The timing a little early maybe on that one.
There was no, there was no tap.
Really
there was nothing.
well, because actually Fnatic don't go and challenge the backlines, right?
No.
Mistic finding those kills. Yeah, Mistic finding those kills when he did on site, and actually Zellsis being the important one, he's going to be the first point of contact, right? He falls back, he finds these 2 kills, which is huge, right? All he needs to do is get back under nest. That's all he needs to do, because he then is the person that defends the push from Fnatic. All Fnatic do is they
can't hear the tap from that
They're going to have to burn it early. If neither of them are going to peek the defuse, they're going to have to use
Maybe they can't. You might be right, actually. Maybe they can't. It is a little far.
Sure
you might actually be right on that. They might not know the exact timing of.
Managed to get rifles up. Just 1 Bulldog for effys, but he does have his ult as well. Plenty of ults coming online here. 4v1.
Maybe. I don't know. I actually don't know.
jammyz, but the amount of room Derke is garnering them here, if they can punish that later, that could be interesting. But for now, he's holding half of this map.
I think now we see the readjustment from jammyz. It's like, yeah, okay, we need to address the mid-round kind of backline control. I'm not going to show on B. I'm going to sit at the top of spawn ramp, and we're just going to wait. We're going to play this out slow here, because I think the plan here is to find entry with Penny, at least with the Blade Storm. jammyz to be able to punish this flank now. Zellsis is well set up with the turret.
Oh no.
That was just the land nerves, I guess.
Right into the Zellsis. No way, that timing. No way. If they were about to push through middle, just missing each other by split seconds. Fnatic going to fall away from this. They feel as though they've checked on mid. Nothing's towards B. They actually left a little bit of a rotation of Magnum over there, but they can kind of fall back towards A. Super late site hit coming down now. So Vanity aggressing towards the site. Mistic, Doma, both towards short. Fnatic left the site here, maybe reading a little bit into this pace change and unaware of how to handle it, but Penny can't handle the knives now. Doma outdoes him, a rarity. Penny's been on point, but now Vanity playing that smoke, the criminal himself. Can he get away with it? For now, he's going to at least draw the fire. Fred falls away. Post-plant comes in. Killjoy out, invested.
And everything. Actually, the TP from Vanity, I love this as well. The Hunter's Fury goes down. Actually just creating a little bit of paranoia in the backlines. But the defuse coming through. It's already halfway. Finally dealt with here. Magnum invests the lockdown as well to try and clear some of this close space.
Is he looking for the Silva, maybe?
I see a wall on this too. I don't know if that post-plant's going to work out well. No, it doesn't. Another defuse going to come through. Fnatic somehow playing this style against them. And look, we said it. If anyone knows how to do this, it's going to be Fnatic.
Yeah.
That's twice now they've succeeded in post-plants, which is
dude, if he commits to that ult, that would have been sick.
There's the first attempt on it. Great work from effys to pull Doma away. But still, at this point, they are trying everything they can.
And again, it's the utility management, right? It's holding on to key pieces of util, like the wall. So these things like walking mid, right? Sending Boaster and Doma to walk mid in the mid round. It's things like that that means the Doma doesn't have to invest, you know, his wall on tube. Just simple little adjustments like that and playing a little differently. I mean, V1 actually, I gotta say, at least in the early round, playing a little slower than what we've seen so far at Reykjavík. I mean, Penny, yes, he's having a very good game, but it's not as aggressive as we've seen. At least they're not fighting for this early round control, and not really hunting out that entry, Lauren, right? We haven't seen him really playing very aggro on the operator. Even on the Bladestorm round previously there, he's just kind of hovering back and forth on belt. This is actually the perfect response.
The good news is V1 can take a site.
And these small kind of fact finders in the early round.
The bad news is their post plants are kind of all over the place.
Hybrid when it comes
scrambled
to
a little bit.
Specifically as a,
at least they can take the site, you know?
I guess, but he does lean more towards the rifle than most. He doesn't often post up for those early fights. We saw this when we were, I think it was like us looking at him against like CNED or someone or just someone who's more traditionally a heavier operator player.
Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily take those forward fights. He's not going to allow Penny to have as many of those instant opportunities. It was something that definitely cost him a fair amount against Zam. So maybe an adjustment, keeping that mentality calm, could work for Derke here.
I mean, the other thing as well to consider, obviously, was Zellsis making the switch back to Killjoy. I think the first time we saw them play Phoenix was actually in the Challengers 2 finals when they brought it out against Sentinels. But again, they have run that versus Crazy Raccoons. So maybe that's why we're seeing a little bit of an adjustment here in terms of the tempo from version 1.
Yeah, the bank's far from established for either side as well. It's both. It's been kept humble on either side. Penny going to try and get that quick start, though. Magnum's the one going to be drawn to attention. That's going to be the turret very quickly removed.
You see them now trying to set up a turret inside kitchen here to give them a forward push, and exactly the thing I was talking about, right? Doma not using the wall on tube. We're going to see V1 now try and walk up. Vanity going to find Mistic elsewhere.
What?
He's going to come through and double down on that, but this is all presence elsewhere. Yeah,
what?
All presence elsewhere. Vanity's still now.
Vanity just winning the round by himself.
Towards B site.
What a switch up. They took mid.
They're not even going A.
Punishing every rotation, so everyone's on an island. If you're at A or if you're at B, you can't really leave it because you've lost all that control. Zellsis is just the bouncer, right? Like, you can't get past this guy. Now, Derke could do something dirty on his own, but that's all it's going to be, is Derke doing something individual here. He's got no support on the way. It's a long way off. Magnum's done well in middle, but even now, it's still tough. They don't know what's clear. They don't know what's safe. The spike plant's gone down.
No way they lose this round, right?
4v3, and they still cannot clear this player out in middle.
Jammyz 2 snake bites, 1 shock dart on effys. Noting that now, V1 need to hold deep. Actually, Zellsis gets spots out there, but
I thought he was so screwed.
Doma going to get Magnum back on his feet, so it comes to a 3v3 and HP advantage in favor of Fnatic. Derke now trying to pressure this back line. Get this entry, but Penny comes out
the whiff. From whoever that was.
The HP may be low, but the times
that was the round-winning kill.
Time to back away here.
Whoever that was, I think
really
that was Derke.
Good switch up from V1 after that timeout. That was
that Jet versus Jet? Jet diff?
I'm so happy we saw that coming out of that tactical timeout, and you highlighted it earlier. I think that's the perfect example, right? Is that We noted the wall hadn't been committed towards Tube. Clearly, the coach for V1 noted that too, and it was a pressure point. They found it, they already capitalize on it, they push up someone like Zellsis to be a nuisance in middle, make those rotations impossible, and while this happens,
that's
even
what happened.
better,
I
Vanity
see.
finding a pick towards
That makes
the
more
site
sense.
is just, it's everything they could hope for.
That round got uncomfortably
Indeed.
close.
I mean, I do love just those micro adjustments there, and actually, at the same time, it's...
Derke's going in middle here. Zellsis.
What's that noise? Is that jet knives that sound like that? Like a bird? You hear that?
Anything give this away. There's the owl drone going through. Effy's the one to show it, but there is still another player here. There's two players waiting in middle. There's the counter to it. Derke now. He swings and he still gets Zellsis. How does he get that?
Coming through, gets away completely scot-free as well. Vanity once again will come through and find an entry onto A site. He's got Penny here to back him up this time around, but Derke and Mistic already can try and contest this.
Oh,
he's going to find Mistic as well now.
My.
Derke unable to make a move with Vanity holding
right
onto
click.
the other side
Here
of the
comes.
smoke.
Ready?
Little tap comes through from the spike now. Derke will find one, but Vanity still positioned well to trade that out.
Who got that opening
just comes
pick?
down to Boaster.
On A.
30 seconds left.
I don't think they showed
V1
it.
pulling 10-9 ahead.
Somebody killed
This
the
is great work
killjoy
from V1.
instantly.
That pause has just given them that refresher coming back into this. They really have a good read now. And for Fnatic, they need to think quick on their feet. They really need to find a solution and fast, because as it stands,
Vanity. Wow.
V1
He's gotten
really
like,
have the reins now. For the last couple of rounds, they've
he's gotten
found
like
the perfect answer to this.
3 opening
They punished
picks
the mid plate.
on these gun rounds
Trying to get a little bit of work done
that
here.
have won them the rounds.
Find
Pretty
Vanity,
much.
but the last two, how would you pull them out of position? Penny and Effys. Yeah, no, not going to happen. Has to back away here. Rifle trying to keep that one in hand. Falls away, and it will be double digits hit for V1 in map 1 now.
Again, I gotta say, on the back of Vanity. Again, fight. Nearly got it at the end there, but yeah, like I was saying, on the back of Vanity, just kind of again just coming in beyond.
Oh, I see. He B-hopped up top.
Way ahead of the.
That's crazy.
You know, the beat in terms of what Fnatic are expecting.
Enemy remaining.
Again, I mean, Derke unable.
Great.
Yeah, Derke really unable to do anything there to kind of help Mistic, with Vanity just posted on the outside of his smoke. I guess the complete opposite to what you would expect, right? He usually would be inside it.
Oh, they're doing something
P as
quick.
well. No info
Well,
directly
kind
there,
of
but
quick.
a good little information that, well, yellow looks safe, so hit that cross, and it's quite pacey from V1. There's the ult as a reply, though, from Mistic.
Uh-oh.
You can see the purchase is iffy
Now
for
what?
Fnatic. Bits and pieces dragged together, the leftover from Boaster in that final round. This take is good.
They're actually still committing
How
to
do they get
this.
past that
Are they
ultimate?
all going to try to
Gonna be
sneak
playing this
into
with
Snowman?
life.
Oh, jeez.
Vanity
Oh,
again, the space this
jeez.
guy is
This is
taking
working out
from
so well.
Constantly just trying to take room away from Fnatic. It's so well done. Keeping them back towards middle. No freebies being found here for Fnatic.
Holy
The spike
crap.
now should be able to get planted. It is. And Vanity going to pop himself up on top. Have a little look over the wall. He's going to spot out not just one, but two, three. He sees them all. Line up,
Vanity.
maybe knock him down. Wait, Boaster,
Oh,
what?
no, dude.
I don't know. I don't know.
It was looking so
Sometimes
good
I
at the
don't
start,
know.
and then it got a little
Boaster,
whiffy.
Probably a little bit baffled too, but we move on from it.
Still,
A 2v3,
man advantage
Derke's
should be
on
right.
1
Oh
HP.
my.
Still does damage.
Oh,
He's going to
he
have to fall
lived.
away from that.
Can't
We
touch
still
that.
see that post plant. Look at it. If jammyz and effys are alive,
They're gonna push
man,
you.
there's so
You gotta
little
hold
you
it.
can
They're
do
gonna
with
push you.
this.
Jammyz actually posted up. Gonna get tagged up here, but again, gotta close the distance. Gotta find both of them. Derke will find one more, but 20 HP. Clock ticking away. effys and jammyz already done the hard work. No possibility.
Wow.
Comes through, and V1 continue to push forward. 11-9 the scoreline. And I gotta say it now, with all that hard work Vanity's done in a couple of rounds leading up.
I don't want
to
be that guy, but that was
becomes apparent, right? The
that was kind of Mystic's fault there.
Vanity shows a little bit of presence, so Fnatic are left wondering: is he faking again? Is he just kind of trying to draw out this
He could have
rotation?
never expected like 4 people going through that little hole in his smoke or in his ult, but his ult needed to stay up. So him going out of his Viper's pit was not a good idea.
Right now for V1.
Oh, he has been the difference maker in my mind in the last 3 rounds. After that tactical timeout, his value has increased exponentially. He has become the difference maker. Now, we saw Penny being that a little bit in the first half. He was, really creating some good room. Jammyz having a good couple of rounds. Zellsis feeling, kind of, I guess, filling the gap a little bit as well. Like, everyone was having a good enough performance. It was fine. But Vanity has been hitting different in this half. The last couple of rounds have been perfect. Now, we do have a bit of a shaky purchase. I want to see what Boaster goes for, but we do have the op coming out for Derke, so we haven't seen much of that yet.
A shock there?
No, and that actually makes me think they're going to continue. It's like I was saying, and again, Icebox is a weird one in terms of Fnatic, but they don't tend to have too many of these more kind of, choreographed defensive executes, right? These kind of set plays for taking early round control with utility. Boaster actually, he must have already have full armor, actually, still got decent utility. So actually got the full armor and the Vandal purchase here, but it's a good point you make. To see the operator come out here makes me think that actually Fnatic want to sit back even further now.
How's that even possible?
In the early round, Vanity is just creating chaos, right? And it's the 2 players, once again, like I said, Vanity showing presence, and then jammyz, the one that actually towards the start of this half was the lurking factor, right? So the guessing game right now, the mind games, the psychological warfare version 1, is literally got Fnatic running around in circles.
Yes, it does. Keep your eyes on Vanity. Doma on the switch up this time. That's a little bit of a different look here. Derke's actually got himself over towards a not traditional look for Derke. Doesn't normally post up this aggressively, but maybe the impact of Vanity's
he knows he's not actually there.
I'm going to put Derke towards it as mid gets tested a touch as well.
He's still clearing it, though.
But no. Vanity seems so aware of this. If he gets down Derke here.
Bro, Vanity he just knows, dude.
Slowly lean forward.
Perfectly placed smoke, man. It's just like, oh, something's weird here.
Yeah, something seems odd. And they've heard the steps. Vanity knows something's up here. Smoke down towards middle.
This is such a big round, dude. For both teams, right? Just so like one will get you to like that match point, and the other one will kind of keep you alive, dude.
And now when they sit like this,
get that little
comeback.
Gotta
rely on Fnatic, remaining disciplined. Vanity crouching almost as if he knows what's on the other side of that wall.
This is going to be all about the timing on it. You're going to see it come out right about now. Derke is in under so much scrutiny. Util comes out, everything being poured in towards him. He gets away from it for now. The ult does come in, but Vanity walks forward. Derke finds him. First time they found the answer to this. 10 seconds on the board. They have to, and the spike's in middle right now. They're going with B piece. I don't think they can get there.
They just forgot. They forgot. They must have overlooked that.
Eyes on the spike. They don't have enough time on it. There is no way they have enough time on this. Fnatic, let them run down the clock. They will not bite into it. And that one pick on Vanity, that one bit of work was
They definitely overlooked that they didn't know that Magnum had an ult.
That was such a strange round. Again, actually kind of, like I said, trying to embrace all that paranoia they've built with all this early round pressure. And it just comes on the back of, like I said, this one kill, but also the lockdown, right? As soon as they see the lockdown, it's like, oh, crap, guys, we got 20 seconds left in the round. The lockdown's still burning for 8 seconds. That takes us to 12 seconds. The math doesn't work out. They try and hit the rotate to B, and again, got to credit Fnatic. With them playing with that operator so deep on belt, then backing up to site, they have enough control to just sit in that 2-1-2.
But the fast mid, they've gone for a fast mid lean. Look towards where Penny is. Look at their positioning. Effys has already found Doma. They're about to be wrapped towards B. It's going to be Boaster on an island here. Magnum can try and help, but
how the heck did Penny get into sight? What happened?
jammyz, but a quick trade out for effys. And now the 4v3 ensues, and Mistic, Derke, and Magnum. I don't know where they're going to find these from, but Magnum trying to creep up towards Tube. He's going to get the swing on it. Oh, Zellsis! Huge pick for Zellsis. Spike now down, and Fnatic in trouble. A huge pace change there. That mid play was perfect. Penny finding Mistic now. Derke, you're going to back away, and he can't. Great work from V1.
Man, I'm like
That was beautiful.
Fucking half asleep here. I don't even know how Penny got into sight.
To the other,
what the hell happened?
I mean, big discussion coming into this, right? Depth.
They just rush through
they
orange?
Such a good
or dash over
two right now
and take it?
Pace,
I don't even know.
In terms of the tempo of these rounds, and like I said, all of these things, they add up now over 3, 4, 5 rounds, and they can just run rings around Fnatic. They can switch up, hit mid like this, and Fnatic just aren't prepared for it. They aren't.
It does feel as though V1 are determining the pace. They're kind of leading this kind of mental game the entire way through. Derke does have his ult available. Vanity's on the op here. And a mid piece right back at them. They're walking mid. There's 2 of them, Doma and Derke are walking mid on this piece. Now, they've gone quite quickly towards this. Now, they've noted enough that it makes them feel they can fall away from this now. Presence made towards middle. You're going to have the commitment of the ultimate from Zellsis. Vanity still watching for this one. Magnum's got to be careful now. He knows there's presence coming his way. A spam? Sure, but he's got to back out from this now. There's the ult as well coming out from
the
Viper on the
V1
side.
invested pretty much everything here. I mean, they kind of have to, right?
Just yet.
But
Still a minute on the board, and they've just taken towards the site. You're going to have the ultimate pop on the other side of things.
Oh,
Magnum
no.
and Derke in combination, though. Fine, quick pace.
Oh, no. OT to start it off?
Spike back to hand, but this player's on the site with him. He is not safe here at all.
He's not. Actually, Magnum just going to charge on through and he'll find the kill. It's jammyz as well. Boaster. Actually going to flush him out with the shock dart, but Fnatic now in a 4v2. Effy's the only man left, and shock darts, yes,
Vanity's
but not
alive,
in a position here.
Vanity is still alive, and I will not doubt this man. The diffuser's coming in right now. It's over
Oh,
halfway.
they
They are
lost.
sitting this one the
The
best
wall
they can.
again.
They have taken it to 11. The wall succeeds, and V1 now have the challenge in front of them.
That's
it's
so
OT
funny.
or it's GG in map 1. What do
It
they
didn't
do?
really
Does
matter,
Fnatic
but
turn it around in the final moments? We're at 11 to 12. This could not be a better game between these two.
And again, it's a similar situation.
I didn't think
to what we've
that. I
seen
didn't
with
think this would
V1
be so
before,
closely
right?
matched.
It gets to
I'll
kind
be
of
honest.
this momentum round, right? When everything comes online, they have the Viper's Pit, the lockdown, they have all this utility to invest on this set piece here. Unfortunately, okay, I'm sorry. Again, though, it's Magnum. It's the second time, but it's because Magnum goes hunting inside the Viper's Pit, right? The decay, though.
Derke,
Oh my God, they're going so fast,
He's
dude.
gonna have one. He's got 2! It could not happen! Boom
way.
for Derke! But Fnatic needs him. He comes online. That's 3 huge
Why,
kills. And now
man?
effys is just stunned. His team just got shredded on the way in.
It's insane again. V1
Just do what you guys were doing. It was working.
Hyper aggro in the early round here, and Derke
No need to
comes
change
up
it up, try to
huge
surprise them.
for
Just
Fnatic.
do what you guys were doing to
Minute left
win.
on the clock. Effys.
They're getting too crazy, man. They're trying to change everything up. I don't understand.
It's going to take a miracle.
What they were
We've
doing
seen
was
Effys
working.
clutch out a few rounds, but this is a tall order for him.
Let's see what you got, effys. It's not over. It'd be OT. But he's going to fight with everything he's got for it. Spike in hand, 48 seconds. 4 players in front of him. It starts with 1, but the trade comes out. But that round was Derke sitting in what's normally, I'd say, a 1 and done. But somehow he gets away with 3.
Yeah, just absolutely. I mean, the guy's 31 and 17 right now. He's having an absolutely insane performance.
Zellsis was facing it too.
Zellsis was facing it. Vanity, I guess, was still placing a smoker. They just wanted to execute really quickly here. But you're absolutely right. The fact that he gets out after finding 2 and then finds a 3rd is absolute insanity.
But look, V1 have been setting the tone until now. That's been the first couple
enough.
of rounds where I feel it's back and forth between these two.
Yeah, I can't believe we're V1 and overtime again. This is when things got really dicey. Yes, we can credit the in-game leadership.
Play.
Oh.
That was a tag on Penny. Penny's 60 HP.
I don't know how, but
I check him, PC man. But for now, that was contact towards B, but it is still a piece towards A. You have a bit of a split
This ain't
here.
looking good.
3-2, spike towards spawn. They're not really overly committing anywhere. I say that, and they're making fair progress. They're pulling utility away, but I feel like Fnatic gonna fall off this. This is a fake piece.
yeah, Penny's already.
They
come
wasted
drifting
so
over.
much right there.
now.
Fnatic won this early
Only gonna be one
stage of
player,
this.
and that's Zellsis.
This early back and forth, Fnatic just won it.
B-side.
They won
Fnatic
it. Jammyz used one
Fnatic
snake
hold
bite.
strong. They haven't committed either side just yet.
Wait.
Well, I like this from effys.
Never mind. I thought effys used the shock darts.
Could be big, but
it was Boaster that used the shock darts. They're good. I literally thought effys used both his shock darts and jammyz used his snake bites. But it was the other way around. Boaster used the shock darts. Jammyz used the snake bites. So they actually didn't win that. They didn't win that like early ability kind of.
Boaster's in here
kind of balanced out.
Fake, but Penny already posted up. Gonna find the right information. Fnatic, they gotta go now. 20 seconds. They're committed. They have to hit B site.
Oh boy.
If there's any utility in the way, there's going to be a problem, but Boaster and Derke in quick combination do find two. Jammyz and Penny are down. It's on Vanity to try and dissuade this.
No
Denial
way.
on the defuse, on the spike plant even, excuse me. Zellsis finds Mistic. That's massive work. And now Fnatic clutching at straws. They look rabid in this. They
my
deny
God.
it. But effys can
He's an animal.
He's bringing it to the
Derke's an animal. Just save the round.
There is a world in which he can still find this 1v1. Boaster's timing is everything. Does he spot him? Not yet. effys slips the net.
Oh no.
Oh no, effys
Slips the net. It's a fumble from effys. He has to push Doma out of position. He's found the fight, but Doma just slips away. He fades away, makes it harder. No one is giving effys the fight here. He's gonna have to drag them out of these positions, or somehow Fnatic have pulled off the first. Good shot from effys.
Does he not know?
He has no idea where Boaster is. Boaster, great work in the end. Brilliant.
He had no idea that the guy shot a dart behind him. No clue.
Oh, 20 seconds left. I'm pretty sure it goes back and forth for 3 or 4 trades.
So focused. Dude, that's where your teammates got to tell you, man. Your teammates got to tell you that shit.
To at least get some control. But then effys, I don't know how, but he still gets that transfer. It still looks possible for V1.
That's not really up to him. That's more so up to his teammates for not telling him.
The second one here, massive to dig Vanity.
They were just as focused on the round as he was, or on the individual play, rather.
Came up.
Yes,
like that was
it was literally, yeah.
13-12, Fnatic with the upper hand here, but we look back towards what V1 can do. It's been Vanity being nuts on this side. Penny has had some brilliant moments, but we need it all to combine here to see V1 take this again into another OT, or it's map 1 into Fnatic's hands. First time Fnatic.
You only heard it land behind him. How would you know it came from behind him? That's a good point, actually. Because you'd probably hear the when it comes in from above, you hear the loud like ticking as it's flying through the air. It didn't do that. It just landed instantly. That would be really hard to catch, though. That's a really hard catch.
Vanity succeeds, but Magnum is waiting patiently. Do they check on this player? Vanity's gonna head on through. Does not notice just yet. There is still presence here, and it's Magnum from up on top. Finds Vanity. Spike yet to go down.
Oh my God, Magnum's owning.
Jammyz and effys with it all to
They're going back
B.
B.
To save
run,
V1,
effys,
to
run.
Them into another OT.
Oh,
But Jammyz gets called off by Mistic.
Go next.
And now effys again presented with what feels like the impossible task.
Lambot spots him out now in a position where he has to swing. He's going to spot a barrel hit. Try and dig one out with the shock dart. Doma, I guess, thinks he's unseen there, but comes through.
They just
we'll find the first.
Just left them.
HP. If it was cleaner, I could maybe see something. 20 more seconds. Magnum
No
tries
way.
to
No
thread
way.
effys.
They're not gonna.
Grabs him
I mean,
down.
he
And
lost,
now the
but
1v2.
still.
Can he? Surely Boaster just plays this chill. He's got to be calm. You can see the pressure, the nerves mounting, but the denial from
He was playing that well.
And Fnatic
effys was playing that well,
turn
but
it after V1 led that game for some time.
That was insane. That was such a crazy map 1 to start this series off, but Derke going.
He's just looking out for the health of NA and esports as a whole, so it's all good. It's a good point, though. Like, you're actually right. We used to just prac for like 8 hours straight, and Jordan is like, no. We need a dinner break. 1 hour.
On 80 in the other direction, you're on ascent.
Even Hiko said that's true.
All right, bit of a change up. Keep in mind this looks different to that.
Wait, what did he say?
He typed in chat.
Well,
how do you fucking read that?
So again, this
quick.
could be quite unique.
I can't even fucking read like.
Yeah, but you're a dad. I'm not there yet.
A little more kind of frontline support to
Dude,
to Penny.
Hiko, you can join Discord if
Dad
you like.
things and being old.
But yeah,
Where
just,
are your
I
extra
think
monitors? Like,
V1 have played
do you have neck
Astra
pain
and
at all?
Viper so well that this is
Huh?
an interesting decision.
Like your chat monitor and all your extra monitors you have. Are they left, right, above,
Left,
below?
right.
Where are the?
Hit the head on the top.
Which one is your main chat one?
My right one.
Happy to play on the very
mine's the
verge of this.
left
There is
one.
going to be a
Maybe I need to
split
move that to the
coming
right.
through. Zellsis succeeds
Yeah, I
against
hate turning
Magnum,
left.
So it's going to be Doma feeling
I've
a little
learned that.
isolated, and they have not completely crossed there.
Penny with the sheriff on pistols is fire, by the way.
And it's going to be the site take for
I didn't even
sure.
see. They didn't even
Zellsis
show the
great
kill. I don't even know where he got it.
so much room. Derke on the play back in, and look, he's been great, but a 1v4 to kick things off might be a little bit beyond him, but a beautiful sight take from V1 here.
Okay, back on the Valorant stream.
Really, really nice pistol round there. Again, the pinch was perfectly timed. They get set up outside A lobby the whole while. Zellsis and jammyz picking up that slack elsewhere on tree, and they actually find a beautiful entry.
Damn, dude. The Frenzies have had so much success this event.
I wonder if Frenzy feels nicer on land.
Unfortunately, has to walk.
I actually wonder, does the game even feel that different? It's gotta, right?
It has to feel like it's easier to kill peekers and hold angles, right? It has to.
Just get that mental in the right place, not get too
yeah, maybe people don't swing as fast. Like sometimes when you're playing Valorant online, like, dude, people swing fast and you die instantly. It probably doesn't feel that same way on land. Kind of, it would probably feel more of like a fair hold.
Not many of these maps have been like op takeover maps. You know what I'm saying? Like just an op has taken over the game, which kind of goes against what I just said. This Viper.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Look at that Viper wall. It cuts through B main, mid, and short. I've never seen it done like that.
Kill somewhere. Lots of damage onto Vanity. Actually, they're going to try and close the distance.
It's weird because it gives them lane if they have the right timing.
Yeah.
Good work from Vanity.
Jammyz lurked it.
Keep their cool there.
He's past it.
He found the hole.
Magnum
oh my!
Get the punish. The dink came in, but it didn't really matter.
Zellsis just owned that guy.
Gets one towards effys, but this round will be.
I want to replay on Zellsis.
Do you feel like that happens more in this game than CS, where people just get obliterated and just stand like no chance?
Yeah, but I just think that's because it's. The maps are just like smaller and it's just easier to get that done. You're not like like in CS sometimes you're taking you have to like hit a flick that's in some weird elevation. Like even in Counter-Strike there's like bumps in the like terrain, right? So it's never like a perfect grid. In this game everything is so flat that it's like a grid. So flicks like that are just so much easier. If that makes sense.
No, that definitely makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I'm just thinking like Inferno. Like think how bumpy Inferno is. It's never like perfectly straight, the head angles. Like right there, he didn't even need to move his mouse, for example. Derke, he kept it head level, and that's it. No readjustment, just head level.
That's what I like though, Mike.
I like it too. No, it's good. It's good from
yeah, right. You're a fucking aimer. You don't like it.
It's good from like a competitive perspective because it kind of like balances it out, right? But
yeah. That was really smart of Boaster though.
Allow Derke the angle. Loses the fight, so that's a rifle gone.
Hit some bangers and then he whiffed.
I like it because my aim's shit. Really. I like it.
It helps those. It helps like the.
I'm just
Jesus.
I mean, he falls and gets placed on one line anyway here, so you know we could ride that out if they
do. People that have those like insane crosshair placement helps them a lot.
Yeah. Turkey makes me want to use a dot, but I think I'm like 10 years too old for that shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see it.
He's insane, dude.
The dots are
so good.
I hate him. I hate the dots.
Yeah, it's always a troll. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, they look so good with it, and I try it. This is a fucking joke. What is he doing?
He's fine.
Holy shit. What the f?
Okay, that was a little brave, wasn't it? I mean, they're all there as well.
Dude!
What, man? They want a map. Let them have some fun.
To an extent, Derke does get out of there, but ooh,
what?
Yeah, that wasn't the smartest thing, but
his level of give a fuck is so low. It is literally not even registering.
V1 trying to sit back and
good morning, friends.
Hello.
Oh,
what did you do to my chat, man?
Yeah, I don't know. That just it's just a sea of red. It's like your win-loss, Sean. And
oh, you literally set me up for it, and then you beat me to it. You son of a bitch. I was gonna take you down with that.
It's so easy, Sean. Nothing's ever changed.
soon as Jordan comes in here, DR.
Yeah.
DR
Jordan or DR me?
Everyone.
Okay.
Waiting. Knives out at dawn, just already going to take down 2 pennies and effys falls, but Vanity trying the best he can on this to swing. He's ahead of it. He's got the angle to play with, but the spike's down on shore. He knows Doma's
I've seen Heat go in these.
He's read this well. Vanity, can he try and dig them out of this scenario? 13 seconds though. If he had the spike,
he's got a lot to work with.
He could have done something, but waiting patiently will be Magnum and Mistic. And it's over and done with Fnatic. Get this one rolling.
Spencer, how do you feel about the
been a
NA
great
team
play,
right
but the
now?
combination that Doma pulled off there with the play
Sad,
of Derke,
but
well
they're
No,
handled.
I know obviously you want to be there, but like, do you think they're representing the region well? Do you think certain teams could have done better, or would they have done worse? Or... I mean, honestly, they're doing pretty good, obviously. But...
Yeah, I mean, V1 has a stand-in too, right? Like, imagine they have like a nice Envy or us or C9. All right, DR. I think V1 is doing this like over-exceeding expectations of most people, right? People are like, oh, they have a ringer, and look, there's.
Oh, he tanked the turret. Derke literally does not care. Oh! Are you kidding me?
I think, dare I say, it's already over.
Oh, how dare you, you traitor. Oh, that's right, you're Polish and Canadian. You're just a fake American, you just live here.
Oh, man.
Boaster actually now comes through.
Oh my god.
Effys and Penny will rotate back towards mid. The fake flash goes
This
out,
was an insane round by Fnatic, dude.
Down there, Boaster.
Missed it.
I kind of agree though, Shroud. I do kind of agree. When someone alphas you the way Derke has in the last like 2 rounds, you shell up and you start to play like not your game.
Yeah.
You play really passive and scared, and you start using utility in weird places.
That was a nice shot, actually.
Haircut. Is it Lauren said?
Again, the operator not so prominent on Icebox, but here
Who's
on
Lauren?
Lauren?
Yeah, who's Lauren?
Wait.
Tansy.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I thought you said Lawrence. I was like, who the fuck is Lawrence?
Lawrence
Larry
haircut.
Knows how to deal with operator aggression. It's North America. So many of these teams just capitalize on it. They're so well aware of how this can be played. I want to see that.
Yes, the minima. They brought it out, the big guns.
They're gonna put so
Tesla
much
truck.
faith in him to lock down the entirety of
So you know
and
Fnatic's
actually
like
middle
here to
of the
win.
camp and stack
They're
out
using the
the
You know
minima
what's so
collection.
funny about them playing DGAF is it's literally like old Fnatic 1.6 or in CS:GO early, like when they would win map 1 and when JW would just shun.
We don't need Fnatic running the scene for the next 3 years. That's not, don't start that narrative.
Is Derke the new J-Dubs? He's just gonna like walk through every fucking. Look at him!
No.
Look at him, dude! This is J-Dubs!
He actually
Literally,
has no
JW
fear.
JW
Literally
messaged
no
him. He's
fear.
like, listen, make sure you push everything with an op.
That's a nice turret you got there. It'd be a shame if I were to go right under it where it can't detect me and get a pick on your team. This is unreal. 4 people at A because of the...
Does he wait? No, he takes the opportunity now. That
I'm
Zellsis
mad.
is gone. But while that happened, Doma
Jeez.
got aggressive, feeling himself now, found 2, and now there's problems aplenty. 1 up short.
So think about now what you would have to do if you're on V1. You would have to contest both choke points, B and A, with a lot of utility, or do really, really fast sight hits or splits that have no stalling at all. Either way, Fnatic is winning the early part of this game, like because now the game becomes very readable for Fnatic because of the shit Derke's done.
They changed it from yesterday, though, right? Wasn't jammyz playing Viper yesterday? On Ascent? I'm pretty sure they were. I remember a wall he was throwing.
Yeah, you're right, dude, because he ulted from like A main.
Yeah,
right.
and it went all the way through it.
Yeah.
This is the thing, right?
Oh, that's
As
interesting.
long as your enemies are flashed longer than you are, it doesn't matter. That's
It does feel like this is a counter to the way V1 plays. You just get in their face, you just kill them. Don't even let them get into the site. Don't let them step foot. Derke pushed 2 smokes and just off everyone.
Play from Fnatic. They have 4 players basically leaning towards B. You've got Derke kind of going walkabouts in middle. Again, slicing right through. There might be a fight with Vanity on that one, but Penny gonna show presence, but there's so much here on the other side. Magnum's camera still in play. And you can have that one-way, just dirty too.
Just 4 here.
Might allow them to step through. Derke trying to follow that jet on the way out. Doesn't quite get what he wants. Penny's still alive, but look at this util spam. It is just completely
That one way
every part
and
of
that
this.
wall
But
is so
considering
goddamn
the
cool.
light to purchase coming out from V1, they're on the site. Magnum does not
Oh
care.
my-
He is going to put his body on the line.
Felt like he had infinite bullets.
2-for-1, a 3-for-1 trade out. version 1 finding value here.
Oh, gosh.
Holy.
Wow.
Quickly pulling this back from the brink as Vanity.
I was sitting here thinking that they worked this too quick. Like, Fnatic, I feel like, just threw themselves at that site.
No,
He's
no,
gonna have to
guys.
swing on this now. He does need to face this. No, Derke, no way! He's gotten away with it again!
All right.
Dang.
EU's picking on us again in chat. Who do we call? We need to call like
We need
Sir
Justin.
or someone. We need like
No,
Sir
no.
Scoots or someone.
Trust me, Justin triggers the EU fans in the chat. You should have seen it yesterday.
He is really good at rallying them up. Just saying all the right things. That's...
Yo, I was ready.
I'm telling you, Minima hits different.
Oh.
But also, let's
Visible frustration out of here from the in-game leader.
Oh boy.
They got through all that utility. They made it for the spike plant. V1 did really well there to get that far. That was a frenzy, Sheriffs, bits and pieces. Now this will force the tactical timeout. And V1 need to adjust here because they are being run over by Derke. They are being predicted
Also,
pretty heavily in this. The correct
did you guys see that double kill with the op on last map?
Everywhere on this map.
On the Sage and the where the Sage was nowhere near him.
What in the world was that?
No, I missed it.
It's like the animation of Sage putting the wall up extended her body or something.
I wonder if it actually works like that.
That was so weird.
Like because her hands come out and get extended, it actually increases her hitbox or
Yeah,
something?
it might just be a bug. Just overlooked.
Where's Riot?
Especially on that purchase as well coming out. I mean, really, it's Penny, like you said, opening things up with the Blade Storm, at least creating that space and forcing a couple of players from Fnatic off these key
Spencer,
angles.
are you still doing keto?
No, not for a while.
Right? Like this is still
Curious.
V1 on the attacking side.
I feel so much
My-
better when
What's
I do it. I
keto?
was thinking about starting again.
No, it's like basically low carb, no carb, no sugar.
Yeah.
What?
A little bit of that magic that was happening.
What?
Wait.
What? Why would anyone do that?
Wait, did you just say no sugar?
Yeah.
Unless it's natural, maybe you can have a little bit, but yeah, no, essentially zero.
How's that possible?
You eat
Well,
it's legit just
You
all
don't put
like
sugar in coffee, you just put milk.
yeah. Well, no, not even milk. Milk has natural sugar too.
You can do fat coffee. Well, there's like the whatever the fuck they call it, right? What's the fat coffee everyone does? Isn't it like
like
no, it's butter.
It's like bulletproof.
Yeah.
You put like MCT oil and like ghee in it.
I don't understand.
Ooh, Penny's got this lurk. Let's go.
Yeah, this combo can go out of the deep fast. We'll just table this one for another time.
Let's table that one.
To control B main
Wow, look at
and
the
market
timing
here.
on the fucking
Again, off the
dog.
back of those
That's
early
so
rounds,
annoying.
I
Fnatic's
think
too
it's the
good.
right decision. They can create so much space.
Oh, the suck and Sova.
There's been a super tricky factor to get past, but Doma's still
Dude.
good for 2. How does he get 2 out of that with so much pressure coming in? They're using the
Let's go,
timing so
Vanity.
well off the back of the Hunter's Fury. Vanity
Ooh.
trying to do it.
Almost got
for
3.
his Side, but now on 1v2. Derke still stands. and he
Yeah, but
removes
Derke's still
Zellsis
alive.
from the
Can't
equation.
count him out yet.
It's a 1v1.
Has all the
Jammyz gets
utility
a
too.
spike.
Fuck.
Just keeps
Nice.
Oh.
You needed those rounds.
What do you take? 2 daggers right there?
2, yeah.
Yeah.
That's some balls doing that.
I'm surprised he didn't kill him. I thought Dirk was winning that. Dirk no wits.
I think he slowed down his knives because he only had 3, right? He used the 2
Dope is just
initially.
tossing transfers left and right.
Yeah, he's looking really good.
I'm glad they won that scrappy though. Like they needed a scrappy dub.
Vanity is good, yes.
Yeah.
Vanity
Yeah,
is
no,
very
that's
good
it.
player. Very good player.
He did so well to find those 2 kills, because otherwise that would have
Dude,
been
it's so annoying playing against operas like this. It's kind of like when you're playing against, I mean, any opera that's on point, confident with Jet. It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, the jet thing is what makes it so annoying.
The non-tradable fucking.
Yeah.
You guys don't like that? Pushing through the smoke and taking a
That's
free
not funny.
That's not fun to you? Wow.
You don't like it how one person can get past all this fucking crazy amounts of utility and 4 people can't on your team? Oh, weird.
This is where Sean goes into a 16-minute rant about
Yeah,
how the utility changes for Jet, or how we changed it at.
it's so coin flippy because the utility is so powerful with the mollies and stuff, and only the Jet gets past it, and it's like, is she gonna win the fight? Is she gonna lose the fight? Oh, she lost the fight. Round's over. It's literally like what happens.
Yeah, it was with Yempy. Remember when he kept dying? That was like the coin flip.
Yeah.
And Derke wants a bit more. The cape
And then on defense with this op, it's so hard to stop.
Is still in the hands of effys. Vanity, can he make any space?
Because people are like, well, why don't you just use utility to push it off? Well, if you use all your utility at every, that means you have to assume that they're opping A, B, mid, both sides of mid. So you have to use utility everywhere, every round, and you would have none for the sites. So
Two.
Dynamic.
I know he was screwed, but he almost got that guy.
Pretty labored there towards Magnum, but woof. I need that fan, dude.
It's like an effys from 3 patches ago, right? Just trying to
The thing is, at least Astro smokes aren't super big and like tall.
Again, just a small thing
so just just in case Jet can get on top of a box or something, the Astro smokes still can't even cover it.
I think they're near the airport.
Stop, Mike.
They've always been near the airport.
A fan.
Sorry.
You gotta flip what it means to be near the airport though. Like they're near the airport because they're so ready to go home after they take the dub. They don't want to have like a long flight home to Selly, you know.
You can't bank on it, but nobody posted up from V1 watching that. I'm not so sure.
It's broken the money now. Tactical timeout for Fnatic, maybe just to keep the focus up.
I can respect that Magnum's got that nerf phantom. I like that skin.
Blast X, yeah.
This is more like a flex timeout.
It just sounds so cool, the Blast X.
And it shoots little nerf things on the wall. Yes.
I was told it actually glitches though. I don't know if they fixed it or not, but you could like see it through some walls and smoke, so like glitches through.
Oh, no wonder I wasn't getting those kills.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't that help you get the kills?
No, because people can see it stick through the wall in some places where the other skins don't. So like if the other team is holding, if you're holding an angle or something, like sometimes it'll literally stick further through the wall than other skins. I was told this. I don't know if it's true, but
Two picks on the site was massive for them. We need a little more of that, and this round on the money is gonna be
the same thing with the old, the Winter Wonderland ones, like the green screen skins. Yeah. They are apparently do the same thing.
What is this? This is a Fnatic tack timeout, and the coach just took his headset off. I'm mad. We're getting trolled.
They're just helping V1 out. That's all. Giving them attack bars.
Of weight into what Derke's doing in the early round. And so far, I mean, what, 1 round they've been able to kind of deal with that, and then maybe a little bit of a misread, and jammyz is actually caught off guard by Boaster. Again,
well, V1 definitely lost this round. They're so screwed.
So long, but he's just rotating. The Cypher setup and Derke rotating every single round here it's got V1 just kind of scrambling for an answer.
Derke is so hard to deal with, man.
Confirmation after the back of that ping, they're going to be able to walk up short. Now there is still going to be Magnum on the other side.
Oh my goodness, no way. No way.
He's just feeling it. He's connected to the game.
There's 2 more though. There's no way they expect 2 more.
Almost burst on contact. Boaster is here though.
The Omen's gonna own them all.
He knows there's now presence coming his way. Vanity.
Wait.
Good catch from
Literally not even gonna get.
They made a great deal out of it, but they don't expect Doma. Still waiting in hell.
That's a good eco.
You can spam that deep into like the help, like where he was by the boxes. He spammed deep into that corner.
What do you mean? You can spam the whole wall, right?
But he's not spamming like head on.
Oh yeah.
He's spamming at an angle.
I think it's different. Like what you're spamming, right? If you're spamming wood, you don't have to be head on.
Just time and time again.
But you guys ever play double controller like a Omen Viper on this map?
You're talking to me?
Yeah, I guess you're the only one who'd probably answer this.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna run any kind of double smoke like that, you run Astro Viper. Why would you run?
That's what I mean. Astro Viper. Yeah, whatever the case is. Just someone with Viper. I feel like that's one way to maybe deny some of these like openings from a Jet, is you just have like walls constantly everywhere, so you can take space and like flash through them.
He's rotating now. He's playing short with the operator. He's gonna post in tree.
But then you kind of have to have a Sky though, right?
Sure.
Which is, I mean, it's good. Sky's great. I'm just saying.
Give us one duelist: Jet, Sky.
Yeah, I don't like the double duelist that V1's doing personally.
way forward. Mistic
Fuck, they're going into
avoiding
the
it
Viper.
just
Well, it seems like it seems terrible when they get
off,
off, but I'm sure
Now, Mistic just found
they don't
Penny.
plan on dying like they are.
Oh dear. That's
I'm
not
curious,
the beginning
Spencer,
of
have
it.
you
Penny just
guys
wanting towards the
tried,
connector.
or
Oh,
is it
market, so
common to play against teams in
still
NA
V1
with a
struggling
no
for that
duelist call?
final push
Wait,
towards
arrows
the
don't
site
ping
itself.
inside the
They
Viper
still
roll
need
like
to
that?
stick, and
If
Fnatic
you're-
is saying,
It near sights it,
"Nah,
just like
we'll
it
say
near
the
sights like
defense we have to do."
Killjoy
Wow.
turret.
Have to give
I did
every
not know
single
that.
inch in this
Yeah.
V1.
Neither
Have
did
to
I.
be the
We're learning.
aggressors, 37
What?
seconds.
Same thing with like
that's
alarm bot.
broken. Hello?
I
Yeah,
panic shoot those all the time.
No, you'll get like the little yellow thing if it's gonna scan you or not. So if you just walk away from it, you're good.
I don't play Viper enough to not be scared of it. So.
Yeah, I'm a Sova nerd.
Okay.
Oh, the meat grinder.
It's dude, it's over.
Doma's feeling it,
It's-
dude.
Insane right now.
Did Doma take my course? Like, what is he doing?
What if at the end of the game, the interview, he's like, I watched Jordan Nothing Gilbert's CSGO course last night. Came into today with renewed confidence. That'd be fucking wild. Your sales just go through the
Chat,
roof.
I was right
You never
in a
talk to us
prediction.
again, because, you know,
I was
$30
right in
million
a prediction.
overnight.
Finally.
You sell it to some VC company
Oh,
for another
man.
100 mil.
I finally have gotten a prediction right. That's crazy.
It's not that valuable, but I appreciate it.
No, this is sheer dominance here.
I like how B1's like fighting early like this in A main or in B main and like pushing things off, but they just doesn't matter. Every time they go into a site, you get fucking owned.
Quick zone off on B, but look at this.
Dude, I literally got my first prediction right. I love it. I'm back, baby.
What? You're just assuming Fnatic wins this whole game?
Yeah. No, there's no way, bro. You could just tell.
Towards B is so much TP towards the back of
Actual trader.
Ooh, get wrecked, Doma. You stick that?
Happy to find that says, yeah, no worries, we'll take any freebie we're given.
Yeah, Fnatic will give him this round, whatever.
Oh, no,
Oh, maybe not.
on jammyz, no way. Another 3v3.
Spencer, how do you feel about the Cypher? I haven't seen a Cypher or Killjoy in this map in a long time.
Great work from Zellsis.
There's a couple
Dude, the
of these teams.
fucking Astro walls are crazy that you can't spam
You
them.
know he's gonna hold this like his life. Might just depend on it, Derke.
Oh my god, the smoke hit him in the face. The smoke hit him in the face.
Just on the other side. Here we go. In it comes.
Wow.
Zellsis. Great
Good job.
work on it.
Nice by
And
Zellsis.
Yeah, he just
Not
completely let
turn
that.
for
He
the
just
jet.
let that guy dash.
Just enough buffer for the second half.
My opinion on that, Sean, is because most teams still play Sova on Ascent, having Cypher over Killjoy is questionable. I don't know about Poo-Poo, but I don't know if you noticed, but effys doesn't really kill the alarm bot in mid a lot of the time against Killjoys. At least yesterday he didn't. I feel like that's...
Yeah, that's super important. Like shooting a shock dart over there, just break that shit.
Yeah.
Because then you force a rotate to watch mid. So instead of being able to like be unsure, hey, is there like two people B, like 1-3 mid, like you don't know. You know that at that point there have to be one holding B, one holding mid, one holding cat, one holding A main, and the other guys probably just float.
Fnatic previous now
Exactly.
have been solid at these.
Yeah,
EU
becomes
loves
a
their
lot.
little like Cypher nerd setups though, with like a cam in like a weird corner.
Asher Suck is in A main, but that's not going to be very valuable because it's a hard cat hit.
Penny not too far away.
Uh-oh.
Flash, and they're actually gonna pressure right in Zellsis. Checked on. No.
Surprised they didn't have someone window.
This is
help.
their, that's their Viper smoke. They knew a lineup for that shit. Oh my.
Chopping block does find one, but a quick 2-for-1 trade. Fnatic find the site, and now where's that spike?
This shot's insane.
Still gonna be planted. It's
Oh,
Doma.
did they Viper smoke window?
If Viper smoked window and the wall, look where the wall cuts. It's heaven. So like they go through the smoke. They're blocked from heaven. They look by the spawn ramp. That's the only thing they could die from. And then the Viper wall comes down and everything's clear then in front of them going out heaven.
So yeah, that's a really, really good. It's like perfect on pistol because you just keep going, right?
Yeah.
No stop.
And then the jet smoke on cat fades away in 4 seconds. A sky flash coming in to clear it. Like there's so many little details about that shroud.
Just so much. Just to get to this point, and let alone get to the side. Doma says, no, not today.
Yeah, isn't the first time Fnatic's played a
a
set in this tournament? I don't think anyone's picked it against them. I think they usually banned them, right?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Which is why this is actually a really scary pick for V1 because they played it a lot and these guys haven't played it at all.
Maybe get in through a main, cut me off these angles. But what happens as 3? They push.
Don't you kind of feel like them having Astra instead of Omen though might be kind of sick?
Have to play so deep. They have to give up all
Fnatic?
of that space early on.
Yeah.
And right there, I mean, again,
Yeah,
Like having the Astra Viper feels
Yeah.
to me just better than Omen Viper.
it feels very.
It might be one of those things though, like where it might require a big role change from everyone else, because maybe Doma just can't, like, I don't know, it just doesn't fit.
Your impact.
Yeah, just
your
fit.
impact is way lower on Astra, like individually, like getting killed wise, right? Because you're just.
And that's also something to consider.
I would just throw one-way smokes and hide it in my astral form. Whatever, bro. Just gimmick every round. Just every round's a new gimmick.
Flash down to wine just in case. While this happens,
for those in chat not in the know, in astral form, your little body floats. So if you throw a one-way smoke, you can technically lift your legs off the ground in astral form and just hide in it.
Wait, I didn't even think about it. That actually works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does work.
I never even thought of that.
It does work.
The only problem is you're in your astral form and you can't hear anything. So you gotta, your team has to calm for you.
So me as a ranked player with no quality teammates, you can see how this goes bad every time.
The end of that performance with Newturn, really the crack started to show, right? And we credit V1 for the mid-round calling and remain composed under pressure here.
We're in trouble, guys.
This is a big round deficit. I mean, one of the biggest we've seen V1 operate under. So now the pressure.
This is an elimination, right?
Dig back into this map.
See it starting to look
the realization that they might be eliminated starting to hit them. We saw it. Saw it in the coach. Like, oh no.
Fnatic full buy coming out, or the best that they're gonna get for V1 in this. It has to
Yeah, I unfortunately abandoned ship on NA before this even started. I pretty much, I don't know. I just think V1 they hit their kind of peak in this tournament. Like they hit their lifespan. That's what I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like
you can't have that deep of a playbook with a stand-in, huh?
Like they did great. Don't get me wrong, they did amazing. They better than expected, but that just happens, bro. You just hit that peak and
I mean,
go back.
Had that
you go
happen to us.
Say what?
Like you're like we had that happen to us on C9, I think.
Yeah.
A couple times. Yeah.
Fnatic anticipating.
Like looking back in hindsight, like that finals that we had against TSM or whatever, where we upset like 2 insane teams before that. As underdogs.
In Spain or whatever?
Yeah, like upset Fnatic and some other team before that and played TSM in the finals.
And we had to play Mirage.
And we just got fucking obliterated. It's because like we weren't deep enough to just upset 3 teams in a row. Like that's very hard.
Well, in this specific case,
over to the fat lady sings.
Well, in this specific case, I mean, they don't have a deep playbook, and they're trying to flex off of like, you know, jammyz seems to be like he was like a perma viper, and now he's playing Killjoy in this map.
That's weird. Oh, accidental jump right there.
He's still landing shots. V1 though gonna keep them on.
This is their bonus, right?
Gonna cost them 2.
Or am I crazy?
Penny controls,
wait,
and we
what
have
round are we in right now? Yeah, that was their bonus.
3 stay alive here.
Yeah, they didn't really buy anything. Like Fnatic just had like sheriffs. They still had their specters.
Which is why we kind of see things a little scrappy, I guess, a little bit of split focus kind of.
Imagine if this tournament had max rounds of 23. V1 would be fucking insane. They get 12 so many times.
Having a little. They get the butterflies when they hit 12. They think they're about to dub, and they just start fucking not doing it.
Derke gonna ride the blade storm here, so making the play for the operator and rifles across
Wait.
the board.
Ultimate level of cope. What I just said.
How are they so broke? How are they so broke?
Oh
Oh wait, they're not. Never mind. I was confused. I thought I saw specters.
Ooh,
I was like,
this is
what?
Sketch. They walk through it.
He's expecting the player on the top. He's going to see at least 2. That's more than enough. Flash comes out. Derke takes the site.
Oh my god, he went heaven.
Going to go towards heaven as well.
Really
shut down Derke. No more threats in that aspect for now. Vanity going to try and keep that spike under pressure as well. Combination could be good on that.
Dude, I swear, Jets play a different game than us.
Off the back of it just
It's fucking insane.
Spike now down.
I've seen that dash a couple times lately, just the top gen dash right away.
Yeah, but have you ever seen the guy just rush heaven?
Through double damage teammate Viper Molly?
Oh, he's in the
Zellsis just comes swinging onto site here. jammyz will find Boaster elsewhere, but the trade comes through.
Yeah, but Vanity still stands and he is
go.
There we go, there we go. One at a time, one at a time. Here we go.
Version 1 here. Good work in the end off the back of Vanity, finding 2 out of nowhere.
Dude, V1, as like an underdog, all of their players have performed. All of their players have had their moments, you know. I think they played a really good tournament.
There's no way you're all just counting them out right now.
You're talking like they're out. I love it.
I'm not.
Oh, like,
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking. I'm staying positive here, guys. I'm staying positive.
You're saying like wrap-up notes. You're this like
post-game analysis.
How dare you project onto
John's
me?
on the,
All three of you guys projecting onto me right now. I'm sick of this.
You're on the analyst desk right now, just doing your recap. This guy had good impact today. It was nice to see him at the land. Look at Penny. He's like, Derke,
what is this?
He pushed me made. Oh, never mind. Seven cage. I'm out of here.
Oh. Thank you.
The thing is, that's his own teammate Cypher Cage, though.
He's like, don't push that, bro. I'm Cypher Cage. He just fucking. What if you just did that as like an omen? Like you don't like where someone's pushing you, just smoke them right in front of them.
I do it all the time in rank, dude. I see someone pushing something. I'm like, bro, just hold that. Hold that smoke for me right there.
I could see us doing that to Ryan in C9 if we could do that. Ryan going somewhere and he just throw like a fucking Viper wall in front of him.
Zellsis.
Oh, he died.
Does well onto one, but Doma with the trade. It's now
a little burrito? A little burrito action?
Penny finding Doma shuts down that second
What?
Hard clearing?
Come through and they do clear.
Boaster, you all have low HP.
Check their comps, Jordan. Check their comps.
Seekers invested here, find themselves in a 2v2.
Oh, shock dart could have been deadly.
Mistic tilt got 2 snake bites, so he could potentially reset here.
Oh, he's
I'm gonna force them out.
He's got the lineup on this. So yeah,
Are they gonna
Boaster
find him?
may be dead in the water.
Beautiful.
But now timing's everything. He's gonna have to invest
one enemy.
One of them on it. There it is. Mistic takes down effys. Jammyz has nothing to do.
Little taste of their own medicine there, huh?
Why did they pull that off?
Oh, Lauren, the bait is perfect. Boaster getting detained makes them think, yeah, they tried to fall back all the way
Shit, do you guys
out.
force here? 6-11.
And again, not anticipating.
yeah.
Have to.
How much money do they even have?
I never played.
Because it's the odds there.
Doesn't matter. They already
Rally.
lost.
What are the odds of rallying back from 6-12 in this game, Spencer? At a pro level, is it way easier or way harder because of the ults? I feel like you'd get pooped out of a round.
Sometimes. I feel like there's more like comebacks in this game, though. Lately, at least.
God.
I feel like you never see like a 15-4 comeback in CS. In this game, you see a lot of like teams hit 12 and then they can't close it out. Like Liquid, Tech W.
I don't know, dude. Remember Overpass? Fuck that map.
They are looking ferocious to try and fight any advantage.
Wait, what am I Overpass?
Yeah, I don't really remember either.
No, I'm just saying, fuck that map. The amount of comebacks that happened on that map was insane.
The timing could not be
What?
I'm just saying.
Do you guys not remember how shit that map was?
I like that
what?
map, bro.
What are you talking about?
Overpass. Map was garbage.
Stop.
I just mad because you didn't play same spot at B every round at barrels and just get fucking
I'd get hit with a fucking molly, flash. All of a sudden, I would spawn somehow. Still die.
As much as he can. Vanity gone, who's been clutch.
Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be 12.
19 only. Effy's gonna find Doma, but Mistic still lives. Boaster still alive
Big
in a
1-on-1.
1v1. Zellsis. But Boaster plays the time to perfection. It's 12 for Fnatic.
This is
No me gusta.
so fantastic to watch.
It's still not over yet, Sean. It's still not over yet.
Fnatic are playing beautiful Valorant right now. This time and time again.
Hold up, let me take a hit out of this hopium.
We always credit the playbook.
Okay,
How deep
okay.
it is for Fnatic, and they've shown
God.
so many.
We gotta get the hopium going.
So many clean
Just 6 rounds.
setups.
Just 6 rounds. That's all it is, guys. One by one. Let's go, round by round.
They're able to lean
Let's bring it
in
home.
the
What's the
direction.
buy looking like? Shit. Shit.
4 different paintball guns and a
No one's close to an ult. We have paintball guns left and right. This guy's playing Dave Defeat. We're fucked.
Just drop the jet, maybe?
But Fnatic's
Get him a Vandal on some aggro angles.
Their approach
And he's out.
has been nothing
Well,
short of formidable. But
not
Derke
NA,
will lead the
but
way on this one. There's still
V1.
You wall hacking?
One
I'm just kidding.
hotel teams go in. Jammyz in all kinds of danger.
Tell
Zellsis gonna find
Wait.
Boaster.
Go.
Great work from Zellsis.
Wait.
Refusing
Not over
to
yet.
lose, but gets put down by Doma. And now the 3v3. Spike not planted. Got the denial coming in. Oh, comes out. Penny forced off the angle just to touch.
He's recalled that, so he's gonna get that back in like 2 seconds. There it is.
Get the neural theft going in. They know how deep they're playing this. They're all set up for this retake already, so Fnatic got to do magic to run the clock down.
Oh,
here.
Magnum!
Finds the first,
Magnum!
the second!
They've only
There it is.
Fnatic sending
Whatever, we didn't expect them to make the finals anyway. They had a stand-in. They did a great job. EU still sucks.